Well, it's another day at home, so another day in the kitchen for me. And I'm gonna do something a little different today. I decided that I was going to try to do some baking with the camera on. And if you have watched the show, if you know me personally at all, you know I do not bake. I don't like measuring things. I don't like the precision that baking takes, so I've avoided it all the time. But you know, spending a lot of time at home, I thought, well, let's challenge myself to do something a little different. I'm warning you right now, I have no idea if this is gonna turn out because I'm the type of person that does not follow a recipe. And even in this experiment, what I decided was to call in a few friends, see what they do, Google some recipes, and instead of following one format, I decided to kind of take bits and pieces of a few different recipes and put them together. So this could be a total disaster, or surprisingly, let's hope, it's edible. I decided I want to try to do oatmeal muffins. Oatmeal is something that I keep in the house all the time anyway. Their ingredients to make this is pretty simple in household. The only thing I had to really go and search out was baking powder, because when you don't bake, you don't keep baking powder in the house. So I'm gonna run through kind of what I decided to do, and that way we have it kind of planned out. I actually wrote down the ingredients that I'd like to use in hopes that it will work out. So if it does, I have a little piece of paper where I can recreate it. So let's go ahead. I have all my dry ingredients already measured. I did it ahead of time off camera just in case things went sideways and I didn't know how to use a measuring cup. So for dry ingredients, I need a cup of oats, a cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So for dry ingredients, that's what I have in here, and it just says to like mix it all around. So I guess that way when you add the wet ingredients, everything's already kind of mixed. So, I mean, nothing fancy so far. It's pretty easy to mix dry ingredients. This is really new to me, guys. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I do not bake. Okay, wet ingredients. We need an egg, and we're gonna whisk that before putting it in. We also need 1/2 cup of milk and 1/2 cup of applesauce. And that's it. Okay, so I think I'll do my egg first. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it in here, and they say I know how to whisk an egg. I don't know why that just flew over my shoulder, but I'm sure I'll have to clean that up. They say on a lot of recipes you're just supposed to lightly whisk it, so I don't know if they just mean don't be too vigorous. But that looks good to me, so I'm just gonna put it in here. And I'm sure that if I paid more attention to other people's recipes, there's like a way to mix all of this together, but I'm just gonna go with this. And if it works out, then like, look how easy all of this is. Perfect. Applesauce goes in, and I love these little measuring cups. I actually use these for storage cups, but they actually have measurements on them, so you can actually use them for measuring too. Okay, so that's going in there. I missed a few pieces of applesauce and oats, so I thought I'd take them out of there. And then you just have to mix it. Now it's gonna be wet, I'm told. It's not gonna be like a dough by any means. So if I did the measurements correctly with combining like a bunch of different ideas and recipes, then it should end up looking like a nice mushy wet oatmeal. But I'm told to mix it pretty well because there's gonna be little like dry spots at the bottom of your bowl, and you don't want chunks going into your muffin pan. Technically, this is supposed to make 12 muffins. However, I don't have a regular muffin pan, again, because I don't bake. So I have my little mini muffin pan that I normally use for little eggs and omelets and things like that. And I am going to do 24 little baby muffins. I mean, that's what I'm going with. Okay, this is a good time to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. They say, every recipe I read is like 375, 400, whatever. So let's just go with 400, and it says probably 15 to 18 minutes. So we'll just have to keep an eye on them to make sure that they cook throughout. This batter actually looks really good. This baking thing is really easy so far. Watch, I just jinxed myself and this isn't gonna work out at all. Oh God. Well, I feel like that's pretty mixed. I don't see chunks of anything. It looks nice and wet. That's what she said. Okay, it looks good. I think we're good. So now it's about getting all of this batter into these little mini cups. Now, I'm not using like those paper cup holders. Oh, bakers, help me out here. What are those little, I don't know, muffin paper? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not using them, so I thought I would just get some good old Pam and spray the bottoms of these so that my muffins hopefully don't stick. I don't know if the paper thing should be done, but again, guys, I'm winging this hard. And I feel like I'm just gonna try to spoon this in here without making a mess. Okay, I don't know. Let's just go with a spoon. This is probably not the easiest way that I'm doing this, so let's see what I mean. I'm a freaking amateur at this, but this is a good time to try new things and experiment in the kitchen. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm really just hoping that these turn out, because I mean, it'd be nice if I was able to enjoy baking, and I'm slopping all over here. I'm like waiting for it to drip so it doesn't drip on the outside. I mean, if you make a little bit of a mess, that's okay, right, bakers? I don't know. Well, on a positive note, I don't really have any more batter left, and it did fill all of these. I mean, they're not even, like this one, maybe I'll take a little bit out of this one and put it in that one. I feel like they're not even, but maybe that's okay. Or maybe it's not, because then the smaller ones will overcook and the little ones won't. Again, guys, I'm just figuring this out. Now, I also found a couple chocolate chips in my cabinet of sorts. So I thought instead of putting it into the batter, I would just put a couple chocolate chips into some of these and then just stick them in a little. I don't know, maybe if I push them down, they won't just be like ooey gooey chocolate melted tops. Again, I'm just figuring this out. I have no idea what I'm doing. If these turn out, I might make them again. I might not. I don't know. I'm certainly okay with the current process. But I'm not sure that this is as fun as making something with cheese. So we will see. I'm just gonna wait for my oven to get to that 400 degrees. I feel like we're almost there, and then I'm gonna put these guys in there. And in 15 to 18 minutes, I am going to see if this worked out or not. At about 14 minutes, I started to look in the oven, and these little muffins looked like they were done. Now, other recipes told me to wait 18 minutes or so, but I'm thinking, my brain is working, because these are so little and mini that they cooked faster. Ding, 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 science. Or common sense when you're baking, I guess. I don't know. They smell amazing. They look done. I'm just waiting for the tray to cool a little bit. It's hot, but it's okay to touch. And I'm thinking the best way to get at these is maybe just to kind of pull them away with a fork. They're still warm. They're intact. Oh, you can see a little steam coming off of them. Oh my gosh. I'm shaking them to see if they turned out. Like, I'm so nervous to try these because I want them, I mean, they look good, right? But I want them to taste good too. Should I see in the middle if it cooked? La, 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 la. Oh, I feel like I should put a little bit of butter on there and melt it. It looks fully cooked in the middle. Guys, I have to eat this. It smells so good. It tastes like a muffin. A lot of cinnamon. I think I put a heaping teaspoon of cinnamon, but if you like cinnamon, it tastes good. It's sweet enough. Oh my god, I think I made muffins. I really like it. Oh no. Now I'm gonna have to keep baking. Okay, well maybe we won't go that far. Because I might as well eat the whole thing on camera here, because why not? I'm gonna wash my hands before I go and take the rest of these onto a plate. But I gotta tell ya, I'm pretty happy. I can't believe I baked something from scratch. I'm keeping this piece of paper. I'm writing this down. I will put it all into the description of this video because this actually requires a recipe, not just throwing some stuff together. Guys, try to make these at home. If you're like Sylvia, I make these all the time. I know how to bake. Good for you. Send me some tips on baking, because I think if I'm gonna be home for a little bit longer, I'm gonna have to challenge myself and try new things. And today it was successful. I am really happy that it worked out. I thought it was pretty easy, and I'm probably gonna eat about 14 of them right now. Thank you so much for watching another episode of The Silly Kitchen. I have no idea if there's gonna be more baking episodes, but maybe there is, because so far so good. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification button, and leave me a comment or say hi. I'd love to check out your channels too. Have an awesome day. Stay safe.